Good evening, my name is Diana Sanchez, and this is my presentation on a new hospital that is going to be opening soon. It is Hilltop County Hospital. So, Hilltop County Hospital plans to open an innovative, more efficient hospital. The new project promises to try something different where there's going to be a combination of contracted employees and county employees as well. So the three areas that the hospital will be targeting to make those changes are going to be in the division of labor, the communication, and the efficiency of their services. So the division of labor. A project like a hospital is a project that is very complex. There has to be a lot of planning going on. Planning from the root up. In this case, they're going to have a combination of contracted and county employees as well. So that planning has to be vertical. In other words, that planning has to be equal on both sides. There has to be the same amount of organizing or expected organization from the county level and that contracted employee or contracted company, so they can both deliver the same level of services. Staffing is a major component that has to be closely observed. Every employee that is hired will bring in its particular way of delivering their expertise or their that word again. So tying into the division of labor is communication. And in an agency this complex, there has to be very thorough communication. As Follett presented to us in cohesive relationships among the people, that's something that can build bridges into this agency. And why? Well, management and employees have to have that positive and that active relation where management is actually paying attention to the employees' needs and expectations of them and the agency. Just like an agency has expectations about its employees, employees also have expectations about its agency. So in order to have good working relationship between these two, there has to be constant communication that builds those bridges, those strong bridges that actually make the agency stronger. Or in this case, if it's a particular department, it makes the department stronger. Active involvement with the employees' needs in the organization creates employee contribution. So if employees feel like they're more taken in consideration, they become more involved, their ideas are heard more in the organization rather than an employee who is just getting a basic paycheck and management never takes him or her ideas or contributions in consideration. Constructive criticism is a plus. I believe constructive criticism not only makes you grow as a professional, but it also helps you grow as a person. So if you have an employee that is working part-time and is going to school, and you are constructively criticizing that employee, to improve the efficiency of the tasks he or she is taking care of, there's a great chance that employee is gonna, once that degree is attained, is gonna try to stay or move up in the organization. And that also is gonna help the organization because now you're gonna have an employee that knows from the foundation of the organization and is bringing in not only the knowledge that that manager gave them, but the knowledge that that employee attained from their education. Also, they're bringing their expertise. That would be their schooling expertise and their professional expertise, and they're moving up in the organization and spreading that out throughout the organization. And last but not least, if a project needs to be efficient, efficiency has to be met. So all projects start with the draft, that idea that you have, so that brainstorm or that sketch that you have in mind. And then we're going to work towards an existing system. Does that sound familiar? Would that be Lindum with the root method? Yeah, so in this case, the county hospital wants to deliver the best they can, but they also want to improve their delivery method. They want to become efficient at what they do at all departments, at all levels. So unlike Taylor, where he believed where there was only one and only one method to deliver a certain service or to produce a certain requirement. In this case, if you're trying to deliver the best customer service or serve the public's needs, there's not only one way. That has to be evolutionized. And that's why instead of going back to the root and working from there, we need to take baby steps and move up. Changes, adapt to the changes, adapt to technology. A good method that illustrates this into incrementally changing into the services that the hospital delivers will be having virtual follow-up appointments. Not only are those cost efficient, but it's going to improve the speed of service that the hospital is delivering. Another method that you can incorporate to illustrate this would be having access to emailing your physician. That would save time and it would speed up the service as well. If you have a question and you have access to contacting your physician, rather than having go through the traditional method, which is scheduling an appointment, walking in, spending a whole hour or two at the clinic of your desire to ask that one particular question. So these are incremental steps and that are eliminating the extra cost and are improving the service delivered by the hospital. Well, thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Once again, my name is Diana Sanchez and looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.